You guys, the iCarly reboot is finally almost here. But just ahead of the show's premiere later this week, Jerry Trainor, aka Spencer, just spilled how the new series will include sexual situations. Let's get into it. We've all been counting down the days until the iCarly revival premiere, and on Thursday, we'll finally get to watch the show we've been waiting for. But just days before the reboot is set to be released, Jerry Trainor is revealing some more tea about the upcoming highly anticipated series. If you've been keeping up with the iCarly cast, you know they've made it very clear that the show is going to be different this time around than the original series. While yes, there will be many of the same cast members and inside jokes we know and love from the original series, this time the show is going to be made for a more mature audience. And in our exclusive Clever interview with the iCarly cast, Jerry said at first he was nervous about aiming the show for an older audience, but it quickly became exciting.
We're all back in the mix, and we're going to aim at more, 20-somethings, the people that grew up with the show. Then it started getting exciting and like, has this ever been done? I don't think so. Like, let's do it. Then it got exciting.
And now he spoke to Page Six about how exactly the show will be catered towards 20-somethings rather than kids. Jerry explained that, quote, "We're going to toe that line, you know what I mean? It's not going to be super raw, but yeah, there's going to be sexual situations. And I say damn it in the trailer, which had everyone in a tizzy, but we're grown-ups." And fans remember that in the original iCarly series, reference to a sexual situation pretty much began and ended with just kissing because of the young audience. So it will definitely be interesting to see where this new series takes the cast. Pun intended. And Nathan Kress, who plays Freddy, also chimed in during the interview agreeing with Jerry. Nathan said, quote, "This is an adult show and it's not specifically for kids. And that's been exciting for us to just see where these characters from a kids show would be and where they are in their life now 10 years later, but in a very realistic, non-glossy way." In a separate interview, Miranda Cosgrove told J14 something similar, saying, quote, "My biggest hope for the revival is that it brings the people who watched the original series a lot of joy. The new show is mainly being made with all the original fans in mind, although we hope families will enjoy it together. This version of the show will be more mature and follow our lives now." So it sounds like iCarly is getting to do everything that Hilary Duff hoped she'd get to do with the Lizzie McGuire reboot, but couldn't. As fans recall, Lizzie McGuire was set to be rebooted for Disney+, but the show was cancelled when Hilary and Disney didn't see eye to eye on where the characters of Lizzie would be at this point in her life. One fan suggested, "You see how Nick is putting iCarly on Paramount Plus because it's a little more grown up? Now, why can't Disney just do that and put the Lizzie McGuire reboot on Hulu?" During an interview on the Jess Cagle show, Hilary said, quote, "I think they are really trying to figure out what kind of content they want living on Disney Plus, and that doesn't totally align with, like, where I see Lizzie right now. I'm very protective of her, and they're very protective of her." And Hilary continued on saying that, quote, "For her, it only makes sense to her to shoot a show where Lizzie is acting like a 30-year-old in a modern world. Unfortunately, they didn't get to make that show, but it will be interesting to see the iCarly cast do what Hilary was hoping for with Lizzie McGuire. Just from the trailer, we see the cast drinking beer and going on dates, definitely a bit different from the original iCarly series."
Hot beers. Oh. That's the last time I listened to Guy Fieri.
I am in no place to date.
Freddie! I put your warm milk in your thermos next to your bed.
So are we done here?
And we can't wait to see what else the iCarly reboot brings when the show finally premieres this Thursday. For now, if you want more on what to expect from the iCarly reboot, click right over here for our Clever exclusive interview with the cast. After that, let me know what you think of iCarly being able to create the kind of show that Lizzie McGuire couldn't in the comments section below. I'm your host, Susan Morad. You can find me on socials at Susan_Morad. I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.